in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack, where my at, take an L.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Cowboys and the Giants on Sunday night.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Wallace had trouble staying on the field since back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, but few possesses athleticism at the position, and that's what the Giants traded for last offseason. Looking like the vintage Waller with that first down.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 26 yards. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play action now. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. On the move past the 40.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Jones throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jones.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Micah Parsons with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic first down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Harris Campbell from 8 yards out. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now this throw caught left side. That's good for 28 yards. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake, Prescott. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd down. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And this one is right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. New York set to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know,
there he goes, right side. Finding space at the 40. How about this? Now he's free to midfield. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
what you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. He got 29 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now we look now at their selections from this last draft, and Charles, one thing that they were just unanimous in telling us is that they had their eyes on certain guys. They didn't think that they would get all of them, but they feel like they pretty much got everyone that they wanted. That's a rarity.
They never tipped their hand to the rest of the league either, Brandon, because what they did was they had the guys that they targeted, kept it close to the vest. They did have a few tense moments in the draft room, though, waiting for those guys to fall to them, because they really didn't go after them. And that's part of the allure of the draft to so many viewers. Chess matches playing out between 32 teams. And this one, they feel like they got a checkmate on this one.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's caught left side by Coates. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield. And
the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The quick feet by Jackson. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They begin with a run by Barkley. Now inside the 25. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards on the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've reached halftime here in our... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott on play action. And that is incomplete.
Well, they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they get hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. This looks like a free play for Prescott. is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down. Here's Barkley again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 81 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. Throwing Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 44 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Barkley will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Read option. This is great. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
7 yards there and a first down. Now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 105 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Here's Jones on first down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Hodgins in motion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A handoff to Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shake it up. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby